This is how my trade ended. A tiny amount of risk for a very large profit. But this is not how it started. Several months ago, I entered an option trade that absolutely had risk. If the market didn't go my way, I could lose money. But I was able to do something interesting. Instead of just hoping that the market went my way, I kept making small adjustments that decreased my risk and increased my profit potential. And by the end of the trade, I virtually had no risk in it, as you see here, and I had locked in a really nice profit. In this video, I want to show you exactly how I did that. One thing I want to point out before we get going is that everything you're about to see was shared with my patrons live as the trade progressed. So these aren't recreated examples after the fact. These are live posts. So how do we get from a trade that had some risk in it to this? Now in this video, I'm not going to show you how to trade butterflies in detail. That's not really the point here. The point is how I managed this trade. I hope this video expands your mind to the possibilities of how a properly managed trade can greatly decrease your risk while drastically improving your potential profit. Now the trade I'm going to share with you is known as a butterfly. Now, I did this trade in the Russell Index, ticker symbol RUT. The expiration date of the options I was using was 29 days. And I entered this trade on January 29th. Now let me show you why I entered this trade when I did, what I liked about the setup, and what my maximum risk was when I entered the trade. And as we progress through the trade, watch my maximum risk and also my profit. Here we have the P&L chart on the moment I entered this trade. Now for those of you who don't know it, Option Explorer is a software I'm going to be sharing with you here. And I always like to make comments on my trades when I'm entering them, when I'm closing them out, and when I'm adjusting them. So here's my comments when I entered this trade. Why did I do the trade? Notice the comments I made for myself to reference why I did this trade later, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. So the Fed announcement had passed, and the Russell was coming down to a decent support area. But I reminded myself that it does have the potential to continue coming down or going lower. But I also noted that the way I was structuring this position was set up so it could actually break two support levels and I'd still be okay in this trade. And the volatility index for the Russell, which is ticker RVX, was a little bit elevated. So a nice time to enter a butterfly. Since it was a positive delta trade as you see here and the Russell was coming down, it was a nice time to enter this. The market's going lower, I'm trying to enter a positive delta position. I would get a better feel for that than if the market was coming down and I was trying to enter a negative delta position. But I don't want to get too complicated with you. Let's talk about risk. Notice the max I had at risk here is in this bottom left corner. It was $16,330, and that's represented by this line right down here. Notice that line is right at the $16,000 area. And the cost for me to enter this position was $1,330 up front. All right, so that's our initial setup. Now, where are our profit zones? So I want to make sure you understand this in case butterflies are new to you. Now, at expiration, if we did nothing, this is a huge potential profit. Notice I could profit as much as $44,000 in this position. Personally, I know it's very unlikely that it would end right there and I'd make no adjustments, but just understand how this works. Our profit at expiration, if we did nothing, is at this solid blue line here. So we have a little bit of potential loss if the stock just goes way up in price. In fact, we would lose $1,330. If the market just fell apart and the Russell went to zero, well, our max loss is $16,330 as represented by this line here. One thing that's changed with me over the past 25 years I've been trading is that I'm not just trying to find strategies that just make more money. Of course I want to make more money, but I want to do that while risking less and less of my capital. And potentially, I want to risk less and less of my capital as my knowledge grows, but also increase my profits. This trade has potential to help you do that. So I entered this trade on January 29th. Well, fast forward about 2 weeks, and on February 9th, I did my first adjustment. Now I will say, each day I peek at these positions. If everything's going fine, I leave them alone. I don't do anything. But fast forward about 2 weeks, and I wanted to make an adjustment. Here's what it was and why. As you see here, we've now moved forward about 2 weeks to February 9th. And I'm not going to get bogged down in the weeds here and show you all the legs I adjusted. I simply want you to watch risk and watch profit. So now let me explain this chart to you. Remember, the blue line is if we did nothing with our current position at expiration. The green line is what my profit and loss would be at expiration after I did the adjustment. So notice what's happened here. It's very subtle, but it's powerful. I've increased my upper profit line. So the market were to take off and just go way up, I would lose less money in this position now. At the same time, I decreased how much I had at risk. Not a lot, a little bit. How much? You can see it down here in the bottom left corner. It's a little bit easier to see with real numbers here. So my risk went from $16,330 to $15,415. I now had about $900 less at risk in this position. If the market were to go way up, instead of losing $1,330, I would only lose $415 if I did nothing about it. So I've decreased risk on both sides of the position. Another reason I did this adjustment is because of delta. Notice the market had gone up. the Russell had gone up in price. And as a result, my delta has switched from a positive delta to a negative delta, as you see down here. This is negative 3.69. That's the delta before I did this adjustment. After the adjustment, because I thought there was a possibility that the Russell might keep going up, I switched back to a positive delta. One way to think about delta in these trades is what would the position like to happen? If delta is negative, this is saying that all else being equal, this position would like for the stock price to come down a little bit. With me switching to a positive delta, it tells me that all things being equal, this position would now like the market to go up just a little bit. So did you notice what happened here? Number one, I collected a credit for this trade. Now in this position, I'm only out of pocket $415 total. I've lowered my downside risk and I've lowered my upside risk. Well, fast forward to the next day and I made another adjustment. Here's a screenshot of that trade alert. Notice when I made this adjustment, which I'll show you in just a minute with our charts, notice that it eliminated our upside risk and decreased our downside risk. It also better positioned me in case the Russell were to go down in price. All right, let me show you exactly what this adjustment accomplished. Remember, the thick blue line is a position before the adjustment, and the thick green line is after the adjustment if we did nothing on expiration day. So notice what we've done here. We've decreased our downside risk in case the market and the Russell were just to fall apart. And now we switch from a possible loss, if it were just to go way up in price and we did nothing, to a guaranteed win. And we saw this nice little tent in here that if it ends up in this tent expiration, with the possibility of a really nice win. Yes, we did decrease that potential win from around 34,000 down to 26,000, but still, that's a huge potential win. Now again, as a trader and someone who's traded butterflies for several years now very heavily, I know that that's not going to happen. I mean, the odds are tiny that I'm not going to make any more adjustments and that actually hit right at expiration, but there is a possibility. Now let me show you the exact numbers of what this looked like. So remember, blue is before the adjustment and green is after. Notice that the max we can lose before the adjustment was $15,440. That decreased by about $800. Now if the Russell were to go to zero, I'd only lose $14,625. And now I went from a possible loss to the upside of $440 to a guaranteed win of $374. And notice where the profit was in this position. For this 29-day trade, at this point, I was at a 3.25% profit based on the capital I had at risk. You can do the math. That's over 36% a year, but we're not done yet. Fast forward just 10 days later to February 20th, and I adjusted this position again. Remember, I'm trying to decrease risk and increase profit potential as the trade progresses. Let's look at how I adjusted the risk and adjusted the profit potential. Blue line is before the adjustment, green line is after. Notice what I've done here. Again, I've decreased what I have at risk in this position. And I've also increased my possible win to the upside. Yes, I gave up a little more of this potential bonus or lottery ticket right in here, but it's still really nice. It's still around $16,000. But now I've guaranteed a win if the stock were just to go way up in price, and I've also decreased how much I'd lose if the market and the Russell were just to fall apart. Now let's look at those exact numbers. Before the adjustment, I had $14,680 at risk. After the adjustment, I had $13,515 at risk. At this point, I was at a 10.6% profit based on the capital I had at risk. My profit was at $1,434. And one of the reasons I did the adjustment was again because delta became negative. I was neutral to bullish on the underlying, and I didn't want to risk money if the stock kept going up in price. So I switched my delta from being negative, which is a position that would like the market to go down, to positive, which is a position that would like the market to go up. So as you see here, days in trade, DIT, I've now been in this position for 22 days. I'm risking $13,500 and I have a win currently of $1,434. Notice as this position progresses, I'm not trying to risk a bunch of money or trying to hit a home run. I'm simply making small adjustments to make the position stronger. I'm decreasing potential losses and I'm increasing potential wins. And when I can realize potential profit, I lock in that profit, especially to the upside. At the same time, I'm decreasing my downside risk. So we have just two more adjustments before I show you how this trade turned out. So here's our next adjustment. It happened 4 days after the previous adjustment. Now what do you think I did? Here's the overall screenshot. Let's zoom in and show you what I did. On February 24th, I drastically decreased my downside risk. Notice I went from down here to up here. I'm getting very close to a break even to the downside. And notice what I did on the upside. I greatly improved how much I'd win if the Russell continued to go up in price. And I've still left myself a nice little lottery ticket here. If it were to end up right in here, I'd make about $7,000. Again, I know the odds are probably lower, but it is a possible lottery ticket win. Now let me show you the actual numbers. Before the trade, I had $13,570 at risk. After this adjustment, I only had $2,755 at risk. I was showing a profit of $2,394. That means that we're now at a 86.92% profit based on the capital I have at risk at this point. That's because the trade was up $2,394. And just so you see where we're at in the expiration cycle, we had 3 days left until expiration, and we have been in this trade for 26 days. And let me just point out delta, because I've mentioned it several times in this video. Now, delta is not my only consideration. I'm more considering risk and profit, but I do take a look at delta, especially earlier in the trade. My delta was very negative before the adjustment. It was at negative 87, which means this position really would benefit if the market came down. I wanted to kind of decrease that in case the market were to stay where it's at or go up. So with this adjustment, I also greatly decreased my delta, although it was still negative, which I was fine with that. All right, fast forward 2 more days, and we made one final adjustment. I'll tell you, this was probably my favorite adjustment. Here we go. So before I did this adjustment, the P&L expiration would be this thick blue line here. After the adjustment, it's this thick green line here. Let's talk about what I did and why. Notice I've greatly decreased my downside risk. In fact, this line is just below the 0 line. So I do have a possibility of a very small loss, but I've greatly decreased it from around $3,000 potential loss to basically a break even if the market falls apart. And to the upside again, I've increased how much I'd win if the market continues to go up. But the thing I had to give up was this potential lottery ticket in here. But I still have a nice lottery ticket. I could win about $5,000 if it ends up right in here in the tent at expiration, and I don't make any adjustments. All right, now let's look at the actual numbers. So now we've again drastically lowered our risk. By how much? Well, before the adjustment, we had $2,860 at risk if the Russell goes to 0. After the adjustment, I would only lose $140 if the Russell falls apart. And notice I have a nice profit now. I'm up $2,547. When you base that on the capital we now have at risk, it's a ridiculous return. It's an over 1,800% return. But the trade wasn't quite over yet. We still have 1 more day until expiration. So now I've been in this trade for 28 days. Let me show you how it ended up. Here you see that on February 27th, I closed this butterfly out. And what did the profit and loss look like that day? Expiration day was on a Friday. And I didn't want to watch this trade all day. I like to have easier Fridays. I like to start my weekend early. So here's what the P&L chart looked like when I closed this position out. Notice I still had potential. If the market came down, I could have a nice win of about $4,800, but I didn't want to deal with that. I didn't want to watch it all day. And on the flip side of that, if the market stayed where it was by the end of the day, I'd only have a profit of about $2,300. But when I closed this trade out, I was at a profit of $3,192, and I was in this trade for 29 days. So I could have tried to squeeze every penny out of this trade, but I just didn't want to stare at the screen all day. I've done that when I was a younger trader, and I have no desire to do that. I want to begin my weekend. So I decided to take my profit and just begin the weekend. I want to make sure you get these 5 lessons that this trade demonstrates. First, risk management is actually more important than having the perfect entry. Second, although I was trying to predict where the market was most likely going to go or not going to go, adjustments matter a lot more than having perfect predictions. Technical analysis is a very helpful tool. But if you make smart adjustments, that coupled with some technical analysis abilities, it can really drastically improve your risk as well as the returns on your trades. Third, I like trading trades that you don't have to be perfectly right. You just have to be generally right. And that's why I've begun to really like trading in butterflies. Fourth, as you saw while this trade progresses, small improvements really compound to something really big in the end. Making really well thought out, educated adjustments can be the difference between making a little bit of profit or even a loss and a big profit with very little or no risk at all. And finally, the 5th lesson, which is what I try and teach on this channel and in my Patreon group, knowledge beats risk. You don't have to take more risk to get the same return. Learn how to take less risk and decrease that risk and get the same return, or even better, get better return. So keep learning. Even to this day, after trading for over 25 years, I'm still trying to learn something new every day when it comes to trading. One of the reasons I enjoy sharing these trades with my patrons is that they get to see the entire process from start to finish in real time. They don't just see the final trade, they see the adjustments. In my end-of-day trading recap videos, they hear why I made the adjustment, what I think might or might not happen, and how I respond when things go my way and when things go against me. Hopefully that helps them to become better traders. 25 years ago, I thought becoming a better trader meant just making more money. That was it. Today, I now know that being a better trader means not only making more money, but doing it with less risk, and hopefully a lot less risk. This butterfly trade reminded me of that principle that I live by when it comes to trading. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't exciting. I didn't adjust it every single day, but it has taken time, energy, money, and effort to learn how to trade it properly. But over time, that's the exact kind of trades I want to do. If you'd like to get an alert whenever I buy stock or sell options, check out the benefits of becoming a patron down at the link in the description below. And if you'd like to see the video that YouTube thinks you're going to like most, check out the video at the link above. Until next time, happy investing, and we'll see you again soon.